Happy Friday, Soul Tribe. All right, guys, so we're going to do another homemade deck reading because I was going to put the deck away because Spirit hadn't told me, which deck to really start with. They did show me Tea Leaf. But anyways, I was going to put it away, but this card was on top, and so I took that as a sign as let's go ahead and dig in and see. Victory, you you and Victory Collective, you are walking victorious. And then tarot reader after that. Quit playing. Akashic records, wife, past life, and a family using magic. Okay, that's just the overall energy as I'm sitting here looking through the cards. But let's go ahead and shuffle. All right, Spirit, what's the message today? Father, Divine Masculine, you are a rock star, Divine Masculine, but Father is in reverse. But we're just going to turn that right side up. Okay. So we got a Divine Masculine here. What I'm getting from Father, it could be his physical father, like worldly, earthly father, but I'm getting like the Most High Father. Okay? Yeah, and look at the card after that. It says, let the mighty strength of the Lord make you strong. My strength is not my own. Okay, so we got a Divine Masculine out here rocking it out. Okay, and it's got everything to do with like leaning into the divine. Not trying to do something on his own, but surrendering to the Most High. Knowing where his strength comes from. This is a Divine Masculine rock star energy. He's doing the work. Okay. Hi, vibrational Divine Masculine. Thanks for showing your beautiful energy. Okay, someone is sick. There's someone sick right now. Maybe they're sick with fear. Yeah, a karmic who's blocking, maybe there's a karmic blocking communication between you and this rock star Divine Masculine. And so you don't know what they want. They don't know what you want because there's a karmic who's sick with fear right now, blocking communication between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energy. But God's got you, baby. God's got you, okay? So let's talk about this karmic. Yeah, karmic is trying to get this. So there's a karmic energy. This could be a karmic family member, a karmic lover, a karmic friend. Whoever this karmic is, they're trying to keep a rock star Divine Masculine off track. Trying to keep this masculine from communicating. Okay? They're afraid. They want to keep this masculine in fear, or this karmic is afraid because they don't know what this Divine Masculine wants. Okay, they've been trying to block him from getting to the truth. They've been trying to block him from seeing clearly. And now this person is just sick with anxiety because maybe the Divine Masculine woke up. And however they were blocking him before, God took over. The Divine took over. And so this masculine's stronger, and he's standing up against this karmic, and this karmic's not being able to block him from the truth. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, and he wants to come in and make you an offer, and Archangel Michael is with him. Here's Archangel Michael. He was in yesterday's reading. So want to make you an offer. Maybe he's embodying this Archangel Michael energy, this energy of a protector. Okay, or he wants to come in and maybe protect the Divine Feminine for some reason. Yeah, starseed. Beautiful, beautiful. So, starseed. And so, off track is now in reverse. So, yeah, somebody wasn't able to keep someone else off track. And they did. Karmic I'm feeling like it's more than one karmic, but it's all got to do with like stolen inheritance, whether that's spiritual inheritance or actual, money that was left to one of you guys. They didn't want you guys to get access to that. But you guys, yeah, it could be your spiritual inheritance too, though, because you're stars. You're star seeds. We got star out here twice. Your star seed inheritance and all that comes with that. Okay? So this karmic can't block y'all. Yeah, they did a ritual sacrifice. Okay? I know a group of karmics put me through a ritual. They tried it on me at least twice that I'm aware of. Okay? Well, whoever put the collective through these ritual sacrifices, yeah. They could be of the same sex, people, like they could be in some same sex. Yeah, they're in some same sex industry. They're in a sex industry, okay? They could have tried to pawn you off into some industry. Mm-hmm. Taking offers, okay? I'm getting like dark web stuff also. Somebody stinky trying to avoid you in order to control the situation. So there's a stinky person who's trying to control the situation by avoiding accountability, avoiding you, divine feminine, maybe even avoiding this masculine. Now that they can't control this masculine, that's why they're in fear. So whoever did this ritual is in fear. They're a karmic trying to block communication between the divine and this masculine, the divine and the divine feminine, in order to keep you guys from your starseed star inheritance. These people are in some sort of industry, ritual industry. So this could be a practitioner. This could be some pimp energy. Pimp and a practitioner is what I'm hearing. Maybe they do both. This person's under divine judgment and they made a bad investment. Okay, this person, they made a really bad investment doing this. There's an initial of I, who, yeah, I betrayed you, not the initial. This person's coming through this ritual in the industry, person saying, yeah, I did betray you. Nothing was as it seemed. Okay, their initial could be M, who's living in the past. They have some sort of grudge against you because you have a bright future. You've gotten a spiritual divorce and you're free. So either you or this masculine, or both of y'all. Okay, whoever did this, there's been a spiritual decree about this situation. A precedent has been set in your favor, collective. Okay. I feel like whoever did this, tell me about this. They know they made a bad investment because it's not paying off. You are the chosen ancestor. You are not to be touched. And so, yeah, there's a coven, a group. I told you there was more than one person involved. Okay? But the Father, look, let the mighty strength of the Lord make you strong. My strength is not my own. It is the Father's. And this is maybe what a divine masculine's having to realize right now, that he's not crazy. And yes, these people, this coven, were trying to do a ritual on him, but he's protected. They tried this on you, divine feminine. You're protected. And whoever did this ritual is they're sick with anxiety. They're sick with fear. And they're not used to having to pay that price, because they're used to doing that to others. They're not used to them having to be the one dealing with that energy. They've been in this industry for a long time. They're not used to making bad sacrifices. Okay, they're not used to their rituals being thwarted by Archangel Michael. Okay, so Archangel Michael's coming through. Want to make an offer, Archangel Michael. Yeah, this person's now wanting to make an offer to Archangel Michael. Maybe they're beseeching Archangel Michael, who they know is your protector. This person who's in fear, this person who's in the industry who did this ritual, they're like pleading their case to Archangel Michael. The case of what they've done to you or this divine masculine. Okay, I don't know if they're being heard or if they're not being heard. Let's just see. Archangel Michael, what is your response to this person that is in the industry that's pleading their case to you? The response is, yeah, it's a difficult decision. So this person's being judged right now. They're being looked at. Their heart is being weighed. It's being put on the scale. Okay, they should have thought before they made this decision. This person's having to examine their choices, not just the choice to do this to you or the divine masculine feminine, but others too. They're having to pay.